Hi there. So it is that day. It is finally there. The Vinegar Syndrome Valentine's Day sale is happening tonight. Well, tonight, especially tonight for me, because right now what I'm looking at is 4:26 in the morning. The sale is just, let's put it on the screen for a second. It's just 1 hour and 34 minutes away. So hopefully I'm going to get some of you guys join me here tonight. And we'll have some fun. We'll talk about some Vinegar Syndrome stuff. And we'll look at some other sales that are going on as well. There's one other big sale going on from Full Moon. And we're going to check that out too. My kitty cat is over here. So, with that being said, I'll be right back and let's start this. All right, welcome to Chris and welcome Alan. We are getting ready for the big Vinegar Syndrome sale. We're going to go over the highlights of it. If you are a patron member, I know you are, Chris. Then you hopefully saw my video earlier on today. I did a pre-tape video talking about and giving suggestions for the sale. I went through the website. I showed some of my films. There again, this better be good. It is what it is with this. I actually, the first time that they did this sale, not sure who can remember back here or not. But I actually I was one of the people who won the $50 like gift certificate. I'm like, okay, I'll save that for a bit, for a little bit later. I'm like, no, the gift certificate's only good for the sale. So that's always definitely a that's always a good thing. Not gonna be around for the sale or the stream, but when you get to get to it, this better be good. I'm hoping it's good, man. It is 4:30 in the morning right here, so I decided to come on and do a live stream, which you did a lot. You've been doing a lot of, Michael. For those who haven't watched Michael's channel, that's pretty much nobody at this point. He's been doing live stream after live stream after live stream, which I used to do a lot of. I've been trying to do a mixture of both, especially right now, because I just got back from a trip. It won't be, but it should be. Well, we got a few things coming up. Let's look at actually what they've said, what we know about the sale right now, because there is a we do have some information. So we're not going into this one blind. Come on, let's just see the FAQs. I'll like bring up the live stream here so I do not miss your guys' messages. So what we know is the sale is coming to life at 12:01 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, so an hour ago. And an hour from now, an hour ago. Wish it was an hour ago. Then I'd probably be sleeping by now. Over 150 titles marked down from 50% off the SRP. Now, a lot of them are already marked down a lot before the sale started. I'm not sure if anybody noticed that or not. But I went through the titles earlier on today for a Crimson Cult Patreon video, and I noticed that a lot of the titles were already starting to be marked down. But maybe that was just kind of like, I'm not sure if it's a glitch or if it's just getting in there, but a lot of titles were marked down at that 50% off price or close to it at the particular time. So 150 plus hardcore and sexploitation releases will be marked down to 50% off the SRP. Now, those are going to be only the Peakorama and Senate Vinegar Syndrome titles. So if you're looking for something like La Femme Magique or anything like that, that's not going to be on there. Any Agfa Smut After Smut won't be there as well because those aren't part of the sale. We, I already have a February order. Add to my existing order. They've been doing that for a while. That's not something that too many of us are shocked about. If you're a current subscriber, what do you need to know? Well, there's 2 new Peakorama releases, and a Vinegar Syndrome UHD reissue will automatically be discounted as long as you're logged into your Vinegar Syndrome account. But I'm guessing everybody's gonna be logged into their account anyway. Because let's be honest, how the hell are you gonna like buy movies if you're not logged into the account? How to become a subscriber? Well, that's up. That was the first week of January. The next time you can become a subscriber is, unless they change the rules, is in November during their halfway to Black Friday sale. Oh no, sorry, May in their halfway to Black Friday sale, when they normally do the big stuff when it comes to that. Shipping policies here. There is no free shipping thresholds. Normally, it's like $100 for US, and I think it's 150 Canadian. I don't think there is any free international shipping. And correct me if I'm wrong. You subscribed this year. All right, Munchies. Awesome, man. But it is going to be $5 for standard, $10 for deluxe shipping. Canada, it's $10 flat shipping. We have a place here in Canada which ships out all the Vinegar Syndrome stuff, so it usually comes up pretty quickly for us. I know that my Vinegar Syndrome titles from the sale, though, are from that 10 for 10 sale, are probably going to be coming around the end of the tomorrow, actually. International shipping is going to be $18. Hot and Saucy Pizza Girls, Michael, is one of my favorite movies that they ever put out. Uh, for those that don't know, that's a Bob Chin classic. It's really good, and for me, as much as it's cool to see the sexy stuff, uh, you can really tell like a good film based on if they could take it out and it would still play. And a lot of the early stuff with the people like Anthony Spinelli and Gerard Damiano and Bob Chin and guys like that were looking to make films that would play as a film. Things like they call them Murder Babies, one that stands out actually, and and a film that could play with the hardcore elements in there as well. Hot and Saucy Pizza Girls does that. But plus, it has this weird aesthetic to it that's very Bob Chin, and it that doesn't make a lot of sense unless you watch a lot of this stuff. And I'm not gonna lie, I did. I'm that is me. Oh man, is Bob Chin still around? Like, I'm honestly like asking because I do not know. I used to listen to this podcast called The Rialto Report, which I haven't listened to in a while, but they had some older ones, especially like talking to Jamie Gillis and stuff like that. And he's passed on now, but really great stuff on that. Hey there, Dave. Welcome, man. I am not surprised. I'm not actually. I'm only thing that surprises me, Michael, is Vinegar Syndrome kind of haven't hired you yet because you seem like a nice fit there, man. I'm not gonna lie. If you ever do get hired by a company like Vinegar Syndrome, I'm totally using your name to get in the door. Just gonna put it out there. This is not tea, by the way. This is a nice, strong, large cup of coffee that I'm having tonight. Yeah, like the silly things there. I pay for the like shipping. Why isn't my order shipped yet? There's always people after or directly after it happens. They'll be like, "Hey, where's my order? How come it hasn't shipped yet?" It takes a while. There's a lot of orders. This won't be taking as long as I'm gonna like go over there and block my cat in the washrooms. As normal, but because this is, although this will be a popular sale, this won't be as a popular sale as say something like a halfway to Black Friday or Black Friday sale. Just give me 1 second there. If you haven't noticed yet, basically right now everything is slowly being put up. My vinegar cinnamons are actually on the other side. And I was actually going to do the video from over where the vinegar cinnamons are and the omnibuses and stuff, but I decided to go on this side. Hey Jeff, welcome, man. You're not into that stuff. Actually, neither is my better half. Uh, but uh, but she lets me watch it anyway. She just won't watch it with me. CBC at Vinny. I almost worked for CBC actually. Nice catch there, Evan. See if your January sale order today. Mine was supposed to come today. There's a lot of snow in the area where I'm at, or well, not where I'm at, where my dad's at. So there's it should be there tomorrow. Names, I don't know that one. Ironically, I'll take me off screen for a sec so I can actually do this. Um, the uh, the hard part for me is growing up in the 80s, in the late 70s, early 80s. I was born in 70s. That is pretty intense, man. But growing up in the 70s, early 80s, a lot of the films that I watched back then, because I was a cocky little guy, and that's not a pun. So there'd always be some of our friends, but we all get together and we'd like rent some of those films. And I was the guy who would always go in and I'll rent them, even though I was like a little shrimp. So I was surprised that they would rent them to me and they wouldn't rent them to my friends. So a lot of the stuff that I rented back then, unfortunately, were stuff like that included Tracy Lords. And unfortunately, what nobody knew at the time, myself definitely included, was that we were the same age. Oh, by the way, like, share, subscribe, and if there's ever a video that you want to super chat or donate to, make it this one because you know what? Up at 5 o'clock in the morning, and this video is going to get demonetized. I can tell you that 110%. A lot of this stuff would be like be in heavy rotation. So if something's sold out, it's definitely is normally sold out for the majority of it here. I got to get the kitty cat out of there because she's in a place where she really shouldn't be, and she's being a lot of trouble. She literally got up and got inside of my Xbox. You're so lucky, man. I get demonetized all the time, and for the weirdest stuff. But we know there's some limited edition slips coming today. If I'm correct, it's going to be Peakorama slips for the first time. So we're going to get some slips for some earlier Peakoramas. I would love to see like the Showtime. As far as the Showtime and Cinemax stuff, I've talked about it like a long time before, so I won't go too much into it right now. But I want the Night Eyes and Body Chemistry series to get like a nice deluxe box edition. I think both of those would be fantastic. There's a new UHD coming tonight, by the way. So I think it's an adult UHD, but I'm not sure. They said it's an exploitation UHD, so that's yeah. Here we go. This is what I'm looking for. Unveiling our next set of Peakorama titles, one a Blu-ray upgrade of one of our most popular director star power couples. So that could fit actually as hot and saucy pizza girls, but it could also fit as tales of ribaldry, or is it ribaldry tales? With Anita Haven. So that could work. That with that clue, that could work for both of those. And the other a Blu-ray debut of a gritty classic. So maybe a roughie. I'm not quite sure. Well, yeah, I'm actually going to go to the full moon thing afterwards, so that we're not just on this same white page until this sale happens. Plus, two of our favorite Peakorama releases will be receiving newly designed catalog slipcovers. Hopefully, there'll be some nice slipcovers, something uniquely different, and not. I'm going to say it. I'm going to say it, and not severed arm like style. So let's dive into what we're waiting for this because I'm going to just bring it up here right now. I want to see bring it back to the main page for that. Let's see how much time we got left on this one right now. We got an hour and 90 minutes. We've got lots of time to dive into this other sale here. For those that don't know, Full Moon does usually have a Valentine's Day sale. Please make sure you check the shipping on the sales because sometimes the shipping can be a little bit pricey when it comes to Full Moon stuff. However, I am an old school guy. I grew up in the 80s. I went to college in 1989 for journalism, hence the CBC logo t-shirt that I'm wearing right now. And it was around the time that Full Moon were hitting its like zenith. It's kind of its peak of popularity. That's when we got to see a lot of the Puppet Master and all the other type of titles, and video zones were being introduced. So whenever I was every weekend when we were in college, aside from going out and drinking, which was like usually Tuesday nights, Wednesday nights, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, and Sunday nights. But when we would come home, what we would basically go to the dorm. My second year, first year, I lived in an apartment, but in second year, I go to the dorm room, and I lived in a co-ed dorm. So we would go and I'd rent like the Full Moon titles because I knew the person that worked there, so I get them the day that they came out or the day before, and we just have a blast with them. So let's dive into the sale right now. We're going to be here live. So we are going to be sticking here live for the entirety of this, and I will be here on my regular channel tonight for when the sale goes live. So I'm not going to switch over for this one right here. I'll be switching over for certain other sales. A lot of people know that. Normally, what I do is I'll start here and I'll switch over to my Patreon. But I didn't give enough notification, and I wasn't quite sure if I was going to be doing this. So I'm just going to be doing everything on the live channel for right now. And as you can see, as this stuff is kind of strolling by, I didn't get the Empire set. Like it was really. I lived in Canada at the time, and I can just imagine the shipping costs now. But because I'm interested, let's look into the replicas. There's of course the story about one of the replicas, which I'm not going to get into. But if you know it, you know it. I would love to have some of these. I'm a huge fan of the Puppet Master series, the early stuff, especially 1 to 3, 1 to 5. Actually, 1 to 5 are really good. Then it starts to go off from there. But I can watch some of the early ones. I can watch them all. But 1 to 5, I consider to be kind of quality, with 1 to 3 being the highest quality of the series, and number 2 being for me the best of the films that were done from Puppet Master. Blade has always been my favorite character. I did watch the recent Dr. Death movie. It was very cheaply done, and some of the acting was a little bit suspect. As a wrestling fan, I noticed a couple wrestlers showed up in there for kind of cameos. But there's concept within that like short film that I really liked. You and me both. I'm also very interested in how their 4K turns out. I'm a little nervous about it. Like in the later Puppet Master movies, like in the earlier stuff, we got to see a lot of the stop motion animation. There was a lot of that stuff going on. Now, however, what we're getting to see is a lot more of there's a guy with a puppet in his hand going like literally putting out the screen. Watch Dr. Death to see what I mean. Blade, they're all like they're $105 each for these here. Transfer. I heard that it got at least middling reviews. Anyway, I haven't managed to check it out myself. Did Films at Home do that one? So it looks like they got them all here. I would love to have. This is one. Look, 6 year went out of stock. Torch is one of my favorites. And I'm going to guess Mephisto, Homunculus, and the Gingerweed Man will stay in stock forever. Dr. Death, however, was one of the later good designs. Hey, Mr. Chaos, welcome, man. We're looking at the Full Moon sale right now because a little while before the other sale starts up, so might as well look at the different stuff. Let's dive into these boxes here. I'll give some recommendations. Oh god, I like that. So we got the Jess Franco DVD collection here. I think my dad got like a Jess Franco collection back in the day from overseas actually, and it was a nice little collection. It had a lot of these titles in it. So we got some really neat stuff here. Of course, these are DVDs, so they will going to be DVD quality. I'll be interested to check that out, man. Congratulations. Um, I'm an old school full moon fan from, you know, I am from back in the day. So we got Jack the Ripper here, Barbara Dolls, Blue Rita, Sexy Sisters, Love Camp, Love Letters of Portuguese. No, I actually really like that film. Marquis de Sade, of course. Uh, Women in Jail, Block 9, Slaves, and Voodoo Passion. It all comes together to make a nice little design here for of like Jess Franco. I I have a feeling I'm going to check my cat again. Just super proud of you, Jose, man. Here is the Puppet Master 12 Blu-ray box set. This is the kind of one I was interested in. It's just the shipping cost that's killer for this stuff right now for me. I would like to have these on Blu-ray. I had the DVD set once, and I gave it to my kids because they are huge. My daughters are huge Puppet Master fans, and these have the video zones and everything with them as well. We even got like the horrid Puppet Master, Cursive Puppet Master, which yeah, this is. And Retro, if I'm remembering correctly, Retro is the one that has the guy from The Room in it, playing young Andre Toulon. Greg Sinestro. His autobiography, which I unfortunately haven't got to read yet, has a chapter in it all about the Retro Pup Master. So it's at $60 for like, how many were there altogether at this point? For 12 Blu-rays, that's really good. I said Sinestro, didn't I? Like, see, that's my comic book side, man. Evil Bong 9 Blu-ray stash box. I go in and out when it comes to the Evil Bong stuff. Some of it, I thought some of the early stuff was okay. I think stuff like Ginger Dead Man versus Evil Bong really didn't work, but under the right people, like this, it could. Toulon's Pup Master collectible trunk. This is, of course, kind of one that I think everybody that loves the Pup Master films and Full Moon like dreams of having. Myself personally, this includes like kind of a big trunk with the Puppet Master films. You get a blade figure there on the side, mini blade figure. You get a kind of a place to put another figure in. It's just gorgeous. After having seen Ginger Dead Man, I am not surprised that doesn't have doesn't have a Blu-ray release. I wish I could say less. So let's look at Blu-rays and DVDs. Remember when Full Moon used to do the Full Moon boxes? The Full Moon's mystery boxes were pricey, but for me, if I was ever to like go out and buy myself a mystery box back in the day, I think that the Full Moon mystery box would have been it, because what they put into them, like the amount of movie for a movie fan, the amount of movies that were put into those, it was just insane. It was just so good. Terrifying tin totes. So we have what, lunchboxes from Full Moon. Looks like we got one here from the original Subspecies. I was always disappointed that the young guy from the first one. You did the mystery boxes. Oh God, man, I'm jealous, Jeff. I am so jealous. These are nice. I'm a guy that collected a few like lunch boxes, but it's just where I collect so much. I pretty much kind of had to give up on it, but I still have a few in my collection. But these are really really nice. Like, I'm a lunchbox guy. I didn't grow up with lunchboxes when I was a kid. Uh, I'm not from the 50s, but I thought I went to Blu-rays and DVDs. I guess I went to the wrong spot. What the heck? All right. You get the Monster Bra, the lip bra from Monster Bra. We have a bunch of $1.25 for a shot glass. is really good. Got Honda Casino shot glasses here. I do like these. I'm a shot glass person. A prequel. That is interesting. The last they did one. Was it a prequel or sequel? Remember the vampire one, the Vampire Journals? I know a lot of people like hated on that one, but I actually really liked it. Delirium is an incredible mag. Actually, one of the writers for Delirium is often in here. On God, I'm no good with names, but he comes in here all the time, and I keep asking him to see if he can hook me up with some Delirium. He hasn't been able to do it yet, but who knows? I'm keeping my fingers crossed. Jones the spin-off. I would like to see. Could they bring back the guy? I wonder the guy that played God, the guy from the soap opera. You know, well, they're both from soap operas actually. If anybody has seen the subspecies, the first film had two brothers. There's Anders Hove who plays Radu, and he's he does a lot of he did General Hospital for a long time. But there was another guy with this kind of like very I guess 90s Corey Hart type hair that's referenced somebody, some will get some won't. And I think he played Decker on another soap, but he played the other brother, the good brother. But he gets cut off right at the beginning. Hey, Indy. Well, the Vinegar Syndrome sale is we are see where we are now. We're an hour and 8 minutes away from the Vinegar Syndrome sale. We're looking right now at the full moon sale. Oblivion is really good. I like that actually. I'm assuming I'm going to get to some stuff when I get past all this stuff here. Like there's a lot of CDs, soundtracks here. You guys know I love my CD soundtracks. Got a lot of Richard Band stuff here. Music, I'm guessing. Bad Channels has a really good soundtrack, actually. Magic Bong Cleaner. We got some T-shirts here. I see they got a cover, a Delirium cover. They should really be focusing more on that because oh, you know what? I knew. Yeah, I knew you would know. Because Delirium just has some incredibly amazing covers. So I would love to see like a set of Delirium like T-shirts. We'll eventually get to the movies here, guys. I do apologize. Or we won't. I guess. Okay, let's go 4Ks first. So it looks like there's two 4Ks here. There's Trancers. Some people have said that Trancers doesn't have like a great scan. I don't know. I don't have it. So I really can't say. Like I almost picked it up during when I was in Nova Scotia, um, but I didn't grab it. A lot of features on here. Commentary with Charles Band, Tim Thomerson, the City of Los Angeles, the short film that they did when they were making that kind of a three film. Transfers video essay. Spelled essay wrong. The making of Transfers documentary, archival trailer, archival interviews, stills gallery. So I'm going to guess the video zones in there. Bad Channel soundtrack is so good. Did you like it? I don't think Sorority Babes and Slime Ball Bolorama Part 2 hasn't come out yet. I don't think it has come out yet. They could have like made it a lot easier and called it Imp too, but I'm guessing that wouldn't work as well, right? So it looks like they went Puppet Master 3 for the first 4K for Puppet Master, um, which is interesting. I know it's like one of the more popular Puppet Master ones, but I kind of would like to have seen them start with the first and maybe like do a set, like do the first three, do one, two, and three. Is it out? It's not great. Oh, Imp returns very impatient. There you go. For those that don't know, that Sorority Babes and Slammable Rama original title is Imp. Audio commentary by writer C. Courtney Joyner, who actually has some really good commentaries with director David Koto. Behind the scenes of Puppet Master 3, Two Lions Revenge, the original Puppet Master 3 Video Zone. Everybody loves those. Hour long. That happened with their with Doctor Death too. Did you like Doctor Death, Master Chaos? and Puppet Master trailers. I really think this. I know this is the most popular, like, but I think the first one should have been the first one. You know, but that could just be me, but that's how I would have done it. All right, you're gonna see these here being like some fairly cheap stuff. We're gonna check see what's in stock, what's out of stock. We got Pup Master, the original Blu-ray here is in stock. It's 848. I got the 88 films versions of 1, 2, and 3. Pup Master Axis of Evil. Yeah, I think Doctor, even at 60 something minutes, it was a little odd, but I have to say, as meandering as some of it was near the beginning, they really stuck the landing at the end of Doctor Death. Put your devil in my Subspecies Blu-rays here as well. I think I have that behind me there. Um, so our Put Master 2 and 3 are here. Uh, they're back, no strings attached. Is that was that the subtitle? Okay, okay, no, it's just a. We got Pup Master 3, Toulon's Revenge, Pup Master 10, Axis of Evil. These are fun, cheesy fun. I mean, like when you see the later Axis Pup Master films, you know you're not into the quality stuff. You're not gonna be getting. Uh, well, I'd be guessing like Mastercast, maybe budgetary reasons. Also, it works well for streaming. Um, to have something that's not too overly long. I know myself personally. I'm gonna be bluntly honest. If I look at a movie and it looks like it's 2.5 or 3 hours long, um, I may put that a little bit on the back burner and watch like an 80-minute long or 90-minute long film, just because I find that's the sweet spot for a lot of the type of stuff that I watch personally. Now that being said, I watched Wakanda Forever. I love that, but that's I think of that as an event film, and every movie doesn't have to be an event film. Um, Now you can do a lot with a short period of time because the ending of Doctor Death is actually really good. And if I had stuck with the beginning of it and just like my initial thoughts, I would have turned it off. But I'm glad I did. Actually, my daughter, she'd seen it before me, and she said this really isn't very good. And then she got to the ending. I'm kind of turned around on it. So for those that haven't seen it, the ending kind of turns you around on it. I wish I could say as nice a thing about the second Terror Train movie, but I really can't. Bloodstone Species 2, Bloodlust Species 3. Um, the Mummy character really wasn't caught up with the Mummy character in the later films. I thought it like took away a bit from the scariness of uh, of Radu, and Radu is a scary looking character. That was a great design. Oh God, are you serious? It is such a good ending to expand on. Uh, Pit and the Pendulum. Again, I really enjoyed this film. We got this is not just a regular one. This is we got some cool actors in this. This is Lance Henriksen in Pit and the Pendulum. And if you look at this closely, not going to say much, but you're going to notice that this looks slightly like an older Vinegar Syndrome cover. So if anybody can remember what I'm talking talking about, because there's a little bit of controversy over that time. Uh, the Pit and the Pendulum poster from Vinegar Syndrome, which came out a long time ago, just to let you know, exactly age, looks suspiciously like a certain other cover that was put out years later by Vinegar Syndrome. Not Vinegar Syndrome himself, the commissioned artist, and that's what he did. Hey there, Kubrick, welcome, man. Thank you for the emails, by the way. I've been keeping up on them. I just haven't had a chance to like making videos on that stuff. But I noticed I got the one you got about this. Castle Freak, the original here. I haven't seen the remake. I do like the original a lot. I think that Jeffrey Combs and Barbara Crampton are really like on at a big high when it comes to this with this film. They do amazing in this one. We got Doll Man 9 inches. What's it? No, 13 inches with attitude. Uh, so basically, we get Tim Thomerson playing this Dirty Harry type of cop and like alien cop because he loves playing these alien cop characters. When he comes down to Earth, the planet was smaller. He was like there. He's 13 inches on Earth, but that doesn't make him any less tough. Demonic Toys. Uh, I can leave or take this one. It's okay. I mean, it's got some interesting concepts with it, but yeah. Transfers I love. I love the first three Transfers films. Part three is my favorite. Doctor Mordred. Doctor Mordred's got a bit of a history to it because for my comic book fans and aficionados here, you'll probably know that Doctor Mordred was originally meant to be Doctor Strange. It was supposed to be that Full Moon was going to be doing a Doctor Strange film. When the rights and the kind of fell apart for Full Moon to make Doctor Strange, they decided to use their own character. So they got Jeffrey Combs to play a character by the name of Dr. Mordred. And they started their own kind of like long before there was a Marvel or DC cinematic universe, there was a Full Moon, kind of shortly lived, but there was a superhero universe as well. Dr. Morbid was one of those characters. I think Invisible was another, and there was a third one. We'll probably come across it. Dollman versus Demonic Ties. This is not just Dollman and Demonic Ties. This actually brings in a bit from Bad Channels as well. So one of the girls from Bad Channels and Dollman and Demonic Ties. So although it looks like a crossover of two films, it's actually a crossover of three films. And I do find this one a lot of fun. I do have a lot of fun with this movie right here. So for those ever wondered, hey, has that guy watched the Full Moon films? Yes, yes, a lot. We got Transfers 2 here, The Return of Jack Death. That was such a weird film because his wife comes back to the spot before she's died, and he's kind of you know making out with her, and he's got the new wife. And I watched it recently actually. It comes out weird now. Trophy Heads is Vampire Journals I actually really like. I bought Vampire Journals on VHS at a place that doesn't exist anymore. Right? It's kind of coming back. So for you're Canadian, you're going to appreciate this, and you appreciate this. Zellers. So Zeller, there's a store here. It was kind of like Kmart or Target, but better. And that was a place called Zellers. I used to work there, and I remember they had an end cap of like Full Moon VHS, and at the time they were like I think like 19.99 each. Have you seen a film called The Baby? Is that the old one from back in the day, where the with the adult like the guy that's kind of got what's the word? I got infantilism or something like that. It's a decent film. It's got a I have it here actually. I have like only got the DVD. I don't have the Arrow video version of it. Oh, they had some amazing deals. I used to work in the entertainment section of Zellers, and I also worked in the complaint section. It is fun. The ending of the baby like is so messed up. Um, but I enjoyed it. I'm not going to say I didn't enjoy it. Cannibal Woman and the Avocado in the Avocado Jungle of Death. We got Shannon Tweed here. We got Adrian Barbeau. We also got Bill Maher. So 2 out of 3 ain't bad. I have no chances too because I actually like that film. I actually like Puppetmaster 4 and 5. I like the idea of them going with kind of with the totem character and having these here kind of like supernatural entities uh, going after the puppets and doing something almost kind of like in a comic bookish style. For those that know, Charles Band's a huge comic book fan, hence the trying to make Doctor Strange earlier, and the reason that a lot of these movies are made in kind of an episodic format to emulate the comic book era of its time. And so that's why you get a lot of these kind of puppet master type films and stuff like this. That's what he's into. Then we got Transfers 3 Death Lives. That's my favorite right there. There. There you go, Jose. That's my favorite Transfers film. Puppet Master 5, again, I still like this one because we get one of my all-time favorites. I know, and he's such a douche. um, pissing on comic book fans right after Stan Lee died. Screw Bill Maher. uh, Puppetmaster 5, I really like. We got Ian Ogilvy, who is of course in Return of the Saint, um, which was the follow up series to Roger Moore's The Saint. It was done in color, and it came out when I was a kid. And as if you've never heard the theme song to Return of the Saint, it has one of the best theme songs you're ever going to hear. It's an instrumental, and it is incredible. A Lurking Fear. I'm not going to lie, Lurking Fear is a good poster, but the poster for Lurking Fear, for me, is kind of better than the film. And like, I'm a Lovecraft person. I love the Lovecraftian type films. But with Lurking Fear, it just certain movies, like, I guess, like I went through like a stage like when I was in college, and again when I later on in my life when I watched like Full Moon. I watched like everything Full Moon, and Lurking Fear was just one of those that just didn't didn't work for me. It just I'm not sure what it was. I'd have to go back and watch it again because it has been a while. Story Babes and Slime Bolorama is a lot more fun than you would, it sounds fun, but it's even more fun than that. We got Fairy Tales, which is a very early one. This is kind of like a soft core. Speaking of like the Valentine's Day type stuff, erotica style stuff, and like the early days. So I don't even think it would be Full Moon. I think it's Empire Pictures at this point, because it was Empire Pictures before Full Moon. It started out as Empire Pictures, then later on it became Full Moon, and yeah, and then it went on from there. For a while, he lost the rights to some of the characters, so I know he teamed up with J.R. Bookwater, and they did like Tempe Entertainment as well. Yeah, it's just a fun little kind of crazy little film. Dark Angel. I hate this cover, but I do like this film. Um, Meridian is a really good like kind of Beauty and the Beast riff that doesn't get enough cred. It's got the beautiful Sherilyn Finn from Twin Peaks in it, and yeah, she's amazing in this. It's just a really good solid film. Definite recommendation on that film right there. Head of the Family, I'm okay on. Head of the Creeps, yeah. Hideous, still kind of a bit mad with that. The Creep's Eyes is okay. Retro Puppet Master, for what it is, I actually don't mind Retro Puppet Master. It's an okay film. Evil Bong 666. Again, not a lot of I don't remember many of the Evil Bongs the past like number two. Although I've seen them all, I actually made myself watch them all one night. And I'm serious. I watched them all, like, and I marathon Eva Bong movies. That's probably why I don't like them. Curse of the Pup Master. I actually bought this one for 1999 on VHS at the same week that I bought the Vampire Journals. I was much more impressed with Vampire. I love Tommy Chong. He's the best part of the early ones of Vampire Journals than I was with Curse of the Pup Master, which just that tank like thing was just bad. Puppet Master, The Legacy. This is basically a clip show right here. Laser Blast is a lot of fun. I remember like renting this on VHS with my good friend Jamie at the time. Um, we watched it at his place. I think I saw in the store a a copy of this, but it was in like a toy box, like almost like a NECA style box. Yeah, Pup Master Access Termination. Got Bar Dolls here. Robot Wars is a lot of fun. I actually did like that one. Cheesy as it is, when you see a movie called Robot Wars or like Robot Jocks, and you're wondering like, I wonder if this is going to be like Academy Award winning. You should not be going in there well expecting something like that. We are down to the 50-minute mark, which is good, so we can actually keep looking through this one here. We will go back and forth talking about that. If you have any questions about the Vinegar Syndrome sale, by the way, or any of the stuff that I'm talking about right now, please feel free to like just chime in because we got 50 minutes to kill, and I want to make sure we get as much information. If anything you're wondering about, any questions that you got, any of the films that are going to be on sale that you're thinking about grabbing, I do have a little collection of some of that stuff, so I can actually definitely talk to you about stuff like that. We got to chat again soon. We got to get on a video sometime soon, man. Now that I'm back in Morocco, for the last little while, I've been radio silent because of all this. Like we can see around me, you get some of their early stuff here. They had this like a Moonbeam label. They did a lot of the kid stuff. So they did stuff like Pet Shop, and they did these. Was it like Kirby Time Warrior type ones? I'm down for it, man. Slave Girls from Beyond Infinity, definitely not one of the kids' ones. The Daytime Ended, again, that's another one of the kids' films from the Moonbeam logo that they did. We've got a 40th anniversary edition. This one right here looks, this is, they're made for a younger audience. You like know that going in. But definitely worth checking out, especially if you got like a young one, starring Jim Davis. Oh, nice. So, this isn't earlier. Oh, so this isn't what I'm thinking. This is so Jim Davis, by the way, played Jock Ewing on um, on the series Dallas for the first few seasons. Unfortunately, he passed away, and he had to like kill off the character of Jock. Here's something. See who's going to know this one. will probably know this. But you know who played Jock in Dallas the early years? Without googling it, and if you don't, you can Google it because it's a fairly decent actor, a fairly big actor. I'm a huge Dallas guy, so I know this guys. Yeah, I've seen the daytime in it. It's not what I thought it was. That was one of the Kirby ones first. When I looked at it, I'm like, hey, wait a minute, that's Jim Davis. Um, it is curious, man. Panther Squad with Sybil Danning, of course. Blade the Iron Cross. And for those that don't know, the actor that played Jack Ewing in Dallas the early years was Dale Metcalf, which a lot of you guys are going to know from things like Time Cop, the TV series, or probably the original Pet Cemetery movie where he starred in that as well. It was a TV miniseries that came out at the height of Dallas's popularity. We got Hand That Feeds the Dead. I think my dad has this one. Klaus Kinski, so my dad probably has this one. Origin of the Living Dead is here as well. Ouija's. Beach Bays from Beyond is part of their, I think it's Surrender Cinema line, which was their kind of their softcore line that they did for a while. Tourist Trap Uncut. Is this the uncut version? Because I have to ask this because initially when Tourist Trap came out, I'm not sure who remembers this. Um, they put it out. They put out a cut version of Tourist Trap. So if you listen to the commentary with the director of Tourist Trap, then you heard him talking about scenes that you weren't seeing on screen. So if you had the earlier DVD edition of Tourist Trap, you had the uncut edition of it. So it looks like they've put out a newer uncut edition of Tourist Trap because the uh, the initial one was not uncut. Just a heads up, like there's another Tourist Trap Blu-ray that is definitely not uncut. Naked Girl Murdered in the Park. What is this? Alfonso Brescia, War of the Robots. Okay, this is a 72 Giallo. Okay. We got Robert Hoffman in this one. Irina Demek. Yeah, I haven't seen this one, I don't think. Yeah, this interests me. Shrunken Heads. There's a little interesting story behind Shrunken Heads. Is that initially uh, it was uncut, the original DVD. That's when I got the originally Shrunken Heads was going to be the first uh, film that Full Moon put out that was going to be in cinemas. So it was initially going to be a film with a wide cinematic release. And like looking at Shrunken Heads, it's okay, but like when they're putting stuff like Puppet Master and Subspecies and like stuff like that, Shrunken Head seems like an odd choice for a cinematic release. Uh, as you can see, like they have some of these Euro scene stuff here. House of Cruel Dolls here. Lover of the Monster with Klaus Kinski. I'm not sure on the quality of these here, but I don't think there's any other way to get these. So I would, some of these I would definitely grab. If they put them in the salad, grab 'em for sure. Got Emmanuel on the White Slave Trade, Emmanuel Black Velvet. No, now the Emmanuel stuff, if the all the rights work out, then they'll be putting them out eventually on in that Severin box set. So I say hold off on the Emmanuel stuff. Uh, Night the Eagles is here as well. We got Angel of Death, Crazy Nights, The Resonator, Misatonic You. Don't remember that one. Many a Killer Crashes here. Put your devil into my. Uh, who's in that one? Oh, we got the girl from the police are blowing in the dark. I actually like this movie a lot. Margaret Rose Keel, Piera Vioetti, Carla Mancini. So we got the girl from one of the girls from French Sex Murders, one of the girls from The Bird with Crystal Plumage. Um, like Italian had these like kind of like sexy comedy type things that they did. Edwidge Fenwick was kind of like famous for doing a lot of those, infamous if you want to say. But okay, I watched this one on Tubi. Was a bit on the iffy side, but I kind of liked it. Am I weird? Um, don't let her in. So it was done by the guy that did Subspecies. And it's again, it's fairly much a cheapie, and it's really like just 3 or 4 actors in the entirety of the film. But it just worked for me. Maybe it's the time I saw it, but it's something that I found that worked for me a lot at the time. Evil Bong is here. We got a remastered DVD of Evil Bong, got a Blu-ray of Evil Bong. I put Tommy Chong on cover because honestly, best part of that film. Mansion of the Doomed. I should have picked. I was going to pick that one up. I should have picked it up. We get back to some of their their Moonbeam stuff with Dragon World and Remote. These are fun for kids and like something you can pick up. Like Band was smart with some of these sub labels. He was doing sub labels before sub labels were a thing. People tend to forget that. Like the Full Moon Video Zones were like features on on VHS before features kind of became a thing. He did like all these sub labels like Surrender Cinema and Moonbeam and he went out and he bought a castle so that he can make a lot of different films. And as much as people like to rag on like some of the stuff that Charles Band has done since, this is he was an innovator when it came to a lot of this stuff. He really did innovate. Just like Lloyd Kaufman, another innovator when it comes to stuff. All of the Fishermen is actually pretty. This is the original title, but there's another. What was it called again? There's another title, Screamers, right? Yeah. So there's another film. It's the same film, but it's Not really. Like there's a lot of differences on it between Island of the Fishman version and the Screamers version. Look, definitely trust me, look it up. Transfers for Jacket Swords. This is coming around the time I think that when like Tim Thomerson and Charles Band weren't getting along so well. So like Tim Thomerson would get written out later on of the Transfer series for a bit. Did you like The Warriors? That's a great movie. Eva Bong 888 because I guess 666 wasn't like enough. Transfers 5, Sudden Death. I'm pretty sure that's where the daughter comes in. Scorpion with Two Tails. Arrow put this out, I think. Because I think I've got this. Yeah, End of the World with Christopher Lee, the great Christopher Lee, that booming voice. Cinderella, again, one of the early things they did. Gorham Venice. Famous TNA 2. Is that Diana Prince? It is actually Diana Prince from the driving series with Joe Bob Briggs. Now that, my friends, is a beautiful, beautiful lady. Attack of the 50-Foot Cam Girl. Not as exciting as you think. Prana Women is here. I actually want to get this one. It's a newer one, but it's like Darcy the Mail Girl. Yeah, it's a lot of fun. A Giantess Battle Attack. Looks like an earlier one. Baby Oopsie 2 Murder Dolls. I haven't seen Baby Oopsie 1 yet, but it's right there. Look, you can buy Baby Oopsie 1. Prehysteria 2 is again, it was probably some of the more famous stuff. Like, yeah, the thing is, like, I find that I agree a lot more with Darcy the Mail Girl than I do with Joe Bob Briggs sometimes. Hey Logan, welcome, man. Speaking of like directors coming into the chat here, this is Logan Toxic. He did manage to work that out, hey? But that was a while that there's bad blood between those two because of the way that he paid him. But he really didn't do anything different than a lot of the guys like Al Adamson and people like that used to do back in the day. Logan is one of the guys that kind of like grew up with YouTube. Basically, I think we started around the same time. He's moved on to some really good things since then, though. I still want to get him on a video, or in Morocco. It'd be even better, man. We got Prehysteria here, Blu-ray DVD combo pack. Prehysteria 2. I guess we'll look at the. Let's go to vintage VHS. Vintage VHS. We're gonna. Oh, there you go. It's vintage VHS number 1. Puppet Master, signed to number, signed by Charles Band, Ted Nicolai. Who's it signed by? Charles Band. Okay, will be exclusively available only at Full Moon Direct.com. It comes with a vintage VHS collection, classic Full Moon movies on Blu-ray and DVD in a big box VHS style package with an exclusive figurine. Oh, this is what they did. A Laser Blast one like this. Now it's like it's done in a VHS style box. I thought of it like when I said it earlier on Laser Blast, it's like kind of a NECA box because that's kind of what it reminded me of. But it's meant to like be like a big box VHS. Like say you're remember the VHS like the Elvira things. The one that style. It's meant to be like that. Let's look into the Wizard VHS. Initially, I think they had stated like they just happened to find some VHS. So we got here in new releases. There's Savage Island, Big Box VHS. Erotic Kill is here as well. Got stuff like Parasite, Return of the Zombies. If you're like collecting VHS and you want like some VHS stuff, like even if it's not legit like vintage or it's not legit like from years ago, and like I know some people will care. I wouldn't. I remember getting the big box movies in the video stores, and I always look for them because I knew that usually if a movie had like the oversized boxes, they were usually definitely kind of cheesier and more entertaining, a lot more fun. We got Trauma here, Demoniacs. We got some Jess Franco stuff here. Virgin Among the Living Dead, Fear. Love these covers. Can you imagine these in big and oversized VHS cases? They gotta look amazing. Like a collection of these gotta look good. Like a Virgin Among the Living Dead, not one of my favorites. However, I'll tell you right now, I do love the artwork for this one here. It's another one where I think the artwork's like better, a bit better than the film. I've seen any version of Parasite. It's worth a watch, man. Yeah, Breeders here. I got this. I got the Olive Video Blu-ray of this one. If it's the one I'm thinking about. Headless Eyes is here. I almost picked that one up like a couple times, and I missed out on it. I regret getting like the Blu-ray for that one or the DVD. I think it was a DVD. Which we'll look at the DVDs after, by the way. Blood Castle is here. Oversized box of Zombie. Like who doesn't want that? Got Monster Hunter, Space Vampires, like some classic titles here. The Screaming Dead, SS Experiment, Dream Maniac. Oh my God, this is one of them. Uh, it does have Demi Moore in it. Yes, it does. Young Demi Moore. Dream Maniac is one of those movies that me and my dad and stepmom we rented it when I was young, like literally when it came out. Yeah, Morocco's treated me pretty good. I did a trip back recently to Canada to see the family and the for my oldest daughter's birthday. I just recently came back and we got our stuff about 2 weeks before I came back. So I'm literally in the midst of putting all like a lot of the Blu-rays and like the boutique labels up anyway. A lot of like TV stuff and DVDs and stuff like that are going off to the farm. And we're going to eventually put up some shelving there as well. So we'll have another area to do some videos from. And you're welcome to come in anytime, Logan. But Dream Maniac is one of those that is so insane. It is, trust me, you have to see it. It is, I'm not going to say it's good because it's not. It's about a succubus and it makes no sense that there's this, but we were crying. We were crying tears of laughter by the end of Dream Maniac. And it was so good. And we watched all of the credits too. Uh, with like locations. Like it was literally set in one place. A lot of say, "Hey, Warlock, welcome, man." I have to ask you this, Warlock, because you have been a big fan of Ebon Press, and now the Vinegar Syndrome publishing is around, and they've bought Ebon Press. How do you feel? You got to see it, Indy. It is so bad, but it is so fun. Oh, it'll definitely be a blast. I got back from the snow, and now Hin wants to us to go up some weekend soon to a ski resort where none of us are going to ski. We're just going to stay inside and have a few drinks. That's all. They're going to be redoing a lot of the early stuff, so you're going to see the Maniac stuff. Probably going to see Maniac versus the New York Ripper again, the zombies, the early stuff, and they'll be doing some new stuff as well. I think it's a good fit. Ebon Press is one of those companies that you could see them, but you wouldn't see them unfortunately enough. But I think they're finally going to get the like recognition that they so rightfully deserve. We're 30 minutes away from the sale, by the way, guys. Just to let you guys know. Got Frolon Devil, Zombie Lake. This was not a good film. Escape, and I got Zombie Lake. And that's not saying like I'm like I still got it. Like Escape. I actually like Escape. The Beast is here. Zombie-thon. I got Zombie-thon on DVD or Blu-ray. No, DVD, I think. White Slave is here as well. We got The Possessor, Hell Train. I love this cover. The Best of Sex and Violence. I remember this. I remember renting this back in the day. Dream Maniac is fun. It is so fun. The VHS was pretty. Like I I'm from the VHS days, so I'm not like as bothered as some people are with like with masters. Hopefully the quality won't drop. They do a lot of really great stuff. We got Invisible Dead here, Mandinga. This was a big film back in the day. Tormentors here. The artwork on these are fantastic. Let's go over to the VHS. That should probably bring us to the time before the sale. By the way, guys, if you have any thoughts or any um, questions about the Vinegar Surname sale that's going on, I did talk about it a bit at the beginning of the video. Right now, we're going to be talking about it some more as we go through. But any questions, and we're going to be here for the launching of the site, the launching of the sale. We're going to see what's new, what the new UHD is, what the new slip covers are for those older titles, what the upgraded title is, the new Picaramas. Are they? We'll check that out too. Actually, let me just have that right here. Did they do anything yet, or is it just like announced? So before we go to VHS here, let's go to Netflix because I do think that looks like it's not out yet. So sales valid 12 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So we'll probably get to look at this one as well. Looks like we're going to have Blu-rays from 9.99 to 14.99, 25% off select, 7.49 package DVDs, $2 disc and art, retro media as low as 4.99, free DVD with every order, and unadvertised discounts, 20% off the Sterling and Entertainment box sets. Love stinks, but this sale doesn't. Starts midnight Eastern Standard Time. So that'll be interesting to check out as well. And that's tonight too. And I do like to give like a shout outs to companies like Makeflix. Now, I will say the shipping can be a bit pricey for the Makeflix stuff. I know that Warlock does tend to go in with some of his friends, and they do like a group order. That does tend to help sometimes if you're something that you really want, if you're in shipping and you got some other friends that collect that are around your area. There's always the thoughts of like, oh, I want to get this, somebody else wants to get this, so do like a group shipping order type of thing. So we'll dive back to Full Moon Features since the sale's not live yet, of course. Shipping is usually fast. That's the thing. Their shipping costs a bit, but it is based on the postal service, and it is fairly fast. I remember I talked to my dad about like one of the releases from Makeflix that one of his friends I think was looking at, but that the price was a bit more, was a bit pricey shipping wise. But like for me, I remember I sent off a uh, a gift to my cousin when I was in St. John's, and it was just going to Corner Brook, which is not a long distance actually, and it cost as much as it would have cost me to like or cost my dad's friend to get like the movie come from Makeflix. And I do like to support like the smaller companies, the guys that are really trying to keep physical media alive. Anytime I see it, because I've been when I was in Newfoundland and Nova Scotia, especially in Nova Scotia recently, I noticed that they've started to pare down a lot of the movie sections in Walmart as well. So any way I can support like we got some variant DVDs and some remasters. Let's go for the remasters first. And these are really good prices here. You see some are going to stock like subspecies already. So we got Puppet Master here, subspecies 2, 3, Puppet Master 2 and 3. Subspecies 3 is already going to stock. Only subspecies 2 right now, Bloodstone, is in stock. Meridian is still in stock. Intruder is an incredibly good film. It's one of those that I always thought would get a remake. It never actually did, but I always thought it was something that was eventually kind of get a remake. I guess the closest we got to it is there's a movie with Steve Gutenberg, which is very similar to Intruder, and I can't remember the name right now, but it shows this killer wearing this leather zipper mask. Same PI, yeah, it is. I wanted to get to more of the thrift shops this time. I just couldn't get to them. I'm hoping that the next time I go, it's probably going to be in June, that I'm going to get to go to more of the thrift shops. I've had to pare down. I had to take back around like 12 omnibuses, like literally like with me. So I know that I can't like do that anymore. Like my back just can't take it. So it's going to be definitely more back to a lot more of the movie collecting and like getting the books off and on when I can. But like max of like 3 to 4, like for me, like when I go for the omnibus stuff, I'll look at the epics and stuff. But we got Meridian here again. It's a really good kind of like erotic Beauty and the Beast tale with Sherilyn Fenn. Um, and if you don't remember Sherilyn Fenn, trust me, she's memorable. she's from uh, she's from Twin Peaks. And if you like Sherilyn Fenn, like super sexy, and especially in this, I almost picked up that Synapse Blu-ray actually in St. John's. Intruder is one of those, like, as many people know, I'm a huge slasher fan, and I collect a lot of slasher films. I've been trying to add things to my collection, things that I really want, and I've come to the point now where I've got less space than I had before, so I try to utilize my space. But like I've got space, but so I have the space out between two places, between the farm and between here at the condo. And I want to keep as much of the really good stuff at the condo as I possibly can. So I'm finding right now I'm curating more than I used to, and I'm feeling a lot better about that actually. Tuma Junction, oh yeah, oh yeah. So, but Intruder's one of those that I need to have in my collection. Alone in the Dark, April Fool's Day were two that were like escaping me for the longest time. I got those this time around, so I'm very proud of that. Slave Girls from Beyond Infinity, Sorority Babes, Laser Blast. I still don't like this cover for Dark. See, the artwork on Dark Angel is so much better. The original artwork is so much better. Hopefully, that's like a reversible cover. You can switch it around. Today, Time Into with Jim Davies. We got Robot War here. Beach Babes from Beyond. I remember there was a Surrender Cinema box set at one point. Tourist Trap, Shrunken Head. I don't see that here anymore. Is that gone? So a lot of stuff we've already seen. Crash is here. Charles Band's Crash. Don't quite remember that one. I do think like if you got kids, like honestly, if you got like young kids, like like preteen, 6, 8, whatever, 4 or 5, like these stuff like Dragon World, Remote, they're actually really fun titles. I do recommend them. I don't recommend to get him this Cinderella though. This Cinderella is like an adult type title. I actually have the remake on like I think it was the Mill Creek release to put it out with another film. Um, it is insane that you can put that many like now famous actors, Warlock, in a movie and it still be that bad. Like Josh Henderson and Scout Taylor Compton are both in the remake of April Fool's Day, and still it turns out the way it is. I don't get it. I really don't get it. Let's dive back and look at the variant DVDs. These I'm going to guess these with variant art. Looks like there's only 3. Haunted Hollywood is here. The Disembodied and Parasite Dolls. I think Parasite Dolls, Dangerous Weird Dolls, is the only one that I know. I don't remember Haunted Hollywood. I don't think if I've seen it, I don't remember it. Disembodied, don't remember that at all. I got here with media sets. So I think we looked at these, but I'll just check to be sure. Yeah, we did look at these. So what is that's Pupmaster $12 Blu-ray set? Great price on that, $60. If I had the money, I would definitely buy that. Music wise, there's a lot of stuff here, like in CDs. I'm a big proponent of CDs and vinyl. I like them both actually. I like the fact that you're getting a lot of the kind of cool stuff coming back in now. I'll get that one of these days. Uh, like cassette tapes as well. Because I grew up like cassette tapes were like they were my jam. I was in the Columbia like club and actually bought the Columbia cassettes at least 3 or 4 times before later on going to be in the Columbia Movie Club. So I had like a huge collection of cassette tapes. When my sister and like everybody else was moving over, to get a lot of to CDs, I was still on buying tapes. And I'll tell you how late this was too for me is uh, some of you guys remember this. So Chumbawamba did a tub thumping, which was a big song. So I was still in tapes at that point. Okay, thank you so much for coming in, Kubrick. It's been a long time, and it's always good to have you in here. The sale will be coming soon. It was good. I'm kind of glad because the what without giving anything away, there was going to be a third act to April Fool's Day that they ended up not doing, and it would have ruined it. It would have ruined it. Come be it. Have a great evening there, Kubrick. Let's go to Delirium. And we are down to 18 minutes before the sale. Don't say I didn't take you guys anywhere nice. So what's the latest issue of Delirium magazine? Let's check it out here. Is that Blade on the cover? It is, yeah. Delirium celebrates the 20th anniversary of the most impressive horror fantasy sequel ever made, Guillermo del Toro's Blade 2. Oh, Blade 2. This exclusive new interview, Del Toro reflects on the film's legacy and tells all about its making. On a further Fang tip, we go to Bat for the Derek Gentle's much maligned Dracula 3D. Oh, that'd be interesting to see. Preview Canadian director Avalon Fast acclaimed Honeycomb. Celebrate Rob Zombie's The Devil's Rejects. Unleash a juggernaut chat with Zombies, the Monsters co-star Daniel Roebuck. Discuss Neil Jordan's The Company of Wolves, and much, much more. I actually saw at the Marrakesh Film Festival last year the most recent Neil Jordan film, Marlowe, which I really enjoyed. And Liam Neeson actually brought it to Neil Jordan. It was a passion project of Neeson's. It's trying to be lunch. Oh man, it's kind of wanted to hear for the sale, but it's understandable. So if you can sneak back. We got some signed ones here. I actually love the fact that you got some signed stuff. Looks like we got number 16. Looks like it's signed by Carolyn Williams. $25, not bad actually. Oh wow, there's a few signatures. So it's signed by Charles Band, Carolyn Williams, Felissa Rose, Jacqueline Lavelle, Jeff Whitney, and Amalia. So damn, that's good. April Fool's Day, in fact, without getting into it, is a film that kept the slasher genre fresh at a time when it was starting to become a bit more. It was starting to slide down a bit. We have one here, issue number 12, signed by Charles Band, Tanya Kay, Lilo Vise, Charlotte Crevel, like Robin Riker. I know Robin Riker because I'm a Star Trek fan. So she played Savick. Ashton Park, Kaylin Corrigan, Evan Henderson. I'm actually kind of curious to see like who did these. And we're down to 15 minutes before the sale. And I got a quick question for you, everybody. Is there anything here uh, that that you're really excited about? Like, is there anything there that really kind of hits you as like as something that you can't wait to see? Is there a maybe title that you're curious about? Kind of want issue. Kind of want issue 16 actually. Oh wow. They they don't like just put like one signature. They put like a ton of signatures on these things. Did Vel, Alex Reinhardt, Catherine Annette, H.M. Wynett, Rolf Knitsky. Damn. Like, don't go getting quiet on me now, guys. We're almost there. We are reaching we're reaching that spot. See Courtney Joyner right there, David Dakota, Richard Band of Tucker. We're 13 minutes away from the V-Day sale. So soon we're going to know. It's just a refresher for people that came in a little later and kind of wondering. We're going to be staying with us live for the opening of the sale. It'll be 50% off the SRP title price. Remember, that's the original price, not the discounted price that you saw earlier. Before the site went down, there's going to be a new set of Peakorama titles. Two of them. One is a Blu-ray upgrade of a popular director star power couple. We made some guesses on what that is. If you guys want to make a guess on that, I would actually like that. The other, the world Blu-ray debut of a gritty classic lens of mid-70s Manhattan. So that's kind of an interesting thought as well. We also be dropping a much requested UHC upgrade of a Vinegar Syndrome first year classic in time for its 10th release anniversary. I'm guessing some people figured this one out. Actually, I gotta disagree with you both on that fact that like I think the ending for April Fool's Day is really good. Ha effing ha. And with what a cast, man. But that's the thing. Everybody's got an opinion. Along with a handful of brand new clothing and merch, plus two of their favorite Vinegar Syndrome Peakorama releases are getting newly designed Cadillac slipcovers. A lot of April Fool's Day talk going on. So 150 plus hardcore and exploitation releases are going to be marked down to 50% off the SRP. Again, Vinegar Syndrome and Peakorama titles only, so no partner labels are going to be part of the sale unless they're going to surprise us with something. I really don't think that's going to happen. We are 10 and a half minutes away from the sale right now. I find this very interesting, like the chat in there. I'm going to take another look at the Make Flicks to see if maybe they start early. Nope. But I'm sure there'll be some good stuff on the on like Make Flicks. They do have some like decent stuff here. Like see replicated Blu-rays manufactured on demand. Let's go for replicated. Look at a couple of these here. titles. We have stuff here, like Angel Eyes. I have the only have the DVD of this one. Hey, Andres, welcome. We're getting ready for the sale there. It's actually in my time. It's 5:51. So I've been doing this now for the last two since like four. Uh, we're preparing for it. I got around like quarter 20 after four. I actually have the DVD of this one because it's mine and Gabriel. Of course I do. We got some decent stuff here, some fun stuff. I need to own this one of these days. Evil Tunes is just one of those kind of like cheesy movies, but I really liked Evil Tunes. And I'm not gonna lie, the first time I saw this movie, I saw it because you see the dark-haired girl on the cover of Evil Tunes. That is the adult actress Madison. And at the time that I watched Evil Tunes, um, I had watched a lot of her movies, and I thought it'd be interesting to hear something where it wasn't like that I could actually put on, and wasn't gonna be an X-rated title. Evil Spawn is here as well. Frisky Fairy Tales, Hunting Fear, Hollywood Chains Hookers. Good. It's a bit of a classic. I actually really like this one. Jacko. I'm not gonna say this is a good movie, but I actually enjoyed it for what it was. She is like Madison was like she's one of the tops for me. I grew up in the we grew up around the same time and the similar ages. I think so. Uh, she's definitely like one of the tops for me. Phantom Empire. I actually like this a lot. It was a remake of like an old serial, and Sybil Danning is in it. Jeffrey Toombs, Robert Corey. How can you not like that? Rat Fink. You Scalps. I have this on 80 Films Slasher Classics collection. It's never been a favorite of mine. I used to have the Retro Media edition. I'm guessing this is Fred Olen Ray's edition right here. Alien Dead. That's what one they announced more recently. Hard to Die. I know what you're talking about. She's also in like the second sorority party massacre film because this was the same cast basically in parts two and three. Like the classic earlier stuff here. Like my dad bought a bunch of stuff from Fred Olin Ray, like off his Amazon store back in the day, because and there was some autograph stuff in there too. At the time, Fred Olin Ray was a bit sick, and you wanted to kind of like support him, which it's my dad for you. So he went out and he made sure that he bought some stuff. Witch Academy is again, it was recent. I love that. I love this cover of Witch Academy. Like this is such a good drawing for me of Priscilla Barnes. 6 minutes away. So I haven't the MOD. We'll probably get the time to do that. Just one. So this we're going to see a lot of the Sterling stuff. I do like David Sterling. I like some of his stuff. It is what it is. It's shot on video, passion project stuff, kind of what you expect. But I have fun with it. I haven't seen any of the Axe Grinder stuff though. I haven't seen any of the Axe Grinders series, so I don't quite know what that one is. I've seen a lot of the Camp Blood stuff. I know those. He's quite the character. Yeah, I I still feel bad that I messaged him. It was kind of close to Christmas about buying a box set, and didn't end up buying it at the time because finances kind of fell through. And I was always going to buy something from him afterwards, but I haven't got it yet. But I definitely want to buy some of his sets. I'll buy the Camp Blood set down the road. And anybody recommend Axe Grinder? Are the fun films? Are they like slasher films? The covers are fantastic. someone has an axe to grind into you. 20-something camping trip goes horribly wrong when a maniac serial killer and a psycho homeless guy invite themselves. Beautiful girls, hot guys. Has director's commentary, slideshow trailers, a comprehensive look at the Camp Blood box set. Yeah, I'd buy this. I would buy that. Bloodletting. Actually, I think I've got this. I used to have like the was it film? Was this the Tempe Entertainment one? Was this the J.R. Bookwater film? Um, yeah. So it's Tempe, or is it it's Tempe or is it Tempe? Supernatural slasher. I remember liking Bloodletting a lot. This is one of the ones that I kind of enjoyed back in the day. Had a couple copies. I had this on DVD. I had this on DVD with another film, and I had it on one of those 50-pack box sets. So it's the signature edition. So who signs this one? I'm gonna guess J.R. Bookwater signs it. Oh, signed by Star, James L. Edwards, and J.R. Bookwater. Bookwater is somebody I would love to get on the channel actually, because I liked a lot of his stuff. And at the time when Full Moon, I thought was gonna end up going under. Speaking of Full Moon from earlier on, we got to see some really, we got to see some really good stuff from them, in my opinion. Anyway, when they did the when they worked with Temp, even though like Charles Band was never a fan of slasher films, they put out one called I think it's called Bleed, um, and it's got this kind of white mask cover on it, a very very scream like cover of very very 90s, early 2000s style cover, but I really, really enjoyed that film. Like, there's nothing like it's not super big but there's just something about that film that it just used to bring me back to it over and over again. We're almost 2 minutes away. Harry Reams. I enjoyed Harry. Now Harry Reams is one of those guys that became a star accidentally. Um, the first movie that he was in, he wasn't meant to be in. The actor that was going to be playing the role that he ended up playing, I think it was in Deep Throat, if I remember correctly, didn't show up. And because of that, Harry Reams was just one of those guys, like, comical guy, he could act, and he got chosen to he replaced him. And history is mad, I guess, because he became one of the bigger actors there. And I think like stuff like Trashy Lady is probably one of the, and that'll be on sale, by the way, from Vinegar Cinema if it's available. If it's not sold out, I definitely recommend that one. That's actually a very fun title. It stars the beautiful Ginger Lynn, and has Harry Reams in a very comedic role, because Harry Reams was definitely of the he's definitely of the comedic persuasion. He's a comical guy. It said midnight. All right, guys, let's take a countdown. We are down to 20 seconds away from this sale. That's we're getting there. The Vinegar Syndrome Valentine's Day sale. Buy something for your loved ones if they are. All right, it's live. Oh, so it was the ones people thought it was going to be. It looks like we are getting a 4K of Massage Parlor Murder. So let's actually dive into that one right now. Uh, Massage Parlor Murders, for those that don't know. Uh, okay, have a great evening there, Andy. Hopefully, I see you soon. Is not an adult film. This is actually it's a good price, 32.99 for a 4K. Definitely it is. Um, and if you're a fan of like New York and like that time period, that era of New York, one of the best things about Massage Parlor Murders is it's really like a snapshot of that time and that place in history of Times Square, and to see it in 4K, it just has to be fantastic. Let's see if there's what they got here. I wouldn't say there'd be a lot of new features for this, but we do get a brand new audio commentary there with film historian and author Sam Deegan. Love her work, love her commentaries. So you know that's going to be fantastic. I'm very happy about this. Again, there you go, guys. 81 minutes. It's a sweet spot for me when it comes to the to that mark, and I do love this cover. See the back of the cover right there. It's an odd little film. I'm not gonna lie to you. It's one of the first that I bought from Vinegar Syndrome. Looks like the new ones we have. Let's go down to the catalog titles first. Okay, wow. Okay, there's a reason I say wow because for those that have been watching my channel for a while, they well know that this is one of my all-time favorite Vinegar Syndrome titles. This is A Woman's Torment by Roberta Finley. It is an excellent, excellent movie. Think of like Repulsion. Now, if you don't like the adult stuff, there is an adult version of here, but there's also an R-rated version of the film that's really, really good as well. It's actually the director's preferred cut of this film. What really makes this film work and what makes it stand out and be a little bit different from the others is the fact that the actress that plays the lead is so enigmatic and unusual and weird, and she was in real life. That's the thing that we get to see. It's like she literally like decides one day she's on the beach, she's with a crew member, and she says, "Hey, let's leave," and they do. So Roberta Finley has to like do some insert shots with her wearing a wig, uh, like turning back on to the camera, and like has to be here for a few scenes. But this, I love this, the artwork for this. I'm trying like I'm hoping that it's not going to show anything too much. Again, guys, if like, share, subscribe. If you want to super chat or donate, it's much appreciated, especially when it's a video like this, which will get demonetized. Um, but newly scanned, restored in 2K from the third film. It is like the features on here, by the way, are really, really good. Um, Definitely strong recommendation on that one right there. Her name was Lisa. I heard great stuff. I don't think I have this one. Uh, Roger Watkins. Maybe I do. I have to check. But again, you get like Samantha Fox in this one here. No, not the singer, but the actress. Vanessa Del Rio's in this one. So it's two good, definitely good, good choices for to get the Peakrama cover upgrades. Now we'll dive into the new stuff, and then we'll go and look at the sale discounted stuff itself. Double exposure of Holly. I don't remember this one that well. Let's see. Made by a team of mainstream film makers set to create a hardcore thriller that would stand out above the competition. Bob Gill's The Double Exposure of Holly achieved just that with its smart, complex script by character actor Ronan O'Casey and casting a host of New York's finest adult film thespians, among them Terry Hall, Jamie Gillis, Bobby Astor, Annie Sprinkle, while starring one of the most enigmatic actresses, Catherine Burgess. Uh, yeah, this sounds really interesting, actually. Followed up with Body Girls, Let's Get Physical. So it looks like we got another Peak Ram double feature here. Sounds like, a decent double feature. Body Girls has a Patricia Lee uh, as Jackie LaLay. Jackie LaLay, I love that, right? And let's get physical again. It stars her, so I'm gonna guess this is the one where they said one was gonna be a power couple one. Remember when I said it could be like the Tales of Ribaldry type one? Well, it's a Lee, and it is Bob Chin. So it was Bob Chin. It was just a new film, which is even better. Let's dive into some of the new merchandise for the sale. We got Vinegar Syndrome Cranial Vision Vinegar Syndrome 10-year anniversary edition holographic black lava ghost skull screen print. This is super cool. There's 54 of these left. These are selling out already. Well, we usually gonna guys. So there you go. Uh, oh, this is nice. 10th anniversary hoodie. I really like this actually. Hey, anybody want to buy me a hoodie? Worth a shot. There's only two left in stock in that size. 5 in small, 30 in medium, 55 in large, 59 extra large, 28 in 2XL, and 13 in 3XL. I'm a medium. Just putting that out there. Got Ring Syndrome Cranial Vision 10th anniversary T-shirt here as well. Again, like these are selling extra small, selling out really quickly. Small. These are going really fast. We got the 10th anniversary like Valentine's Day special edition logo shirt. I expect this. This is going to sell extremely quickly too. The hoodie is cool, man. Like I really dig that hoodie. Hot and Saucy Pizza Girls VHS. I wonder if this will make Michael Keane happy. He didn't get the 4K or Blu-ray of Hot and Saucy Pizza Girls. I do have the Blu-ray of Hot and Saucy Pizza Girls because I got those almost 5 years. But a VHS edition of Hot and Saucy Pizza Girls, not bad, not bad at all. See, it's sold out yet. 62 left. This I would be surprised. I'd be very surprised if this doesn't sell out. This is definitely one of the top tier when it comes to these films. They also did a VHS for Erotic Adventures of Candy. Candy Goes to Hollywood. I think this was one of the first Peakeramas to get a Blu-ray edition. It because there's the DVD edition of this one, then there's a Blu-ray edition, and we're going back a bit and getting Gail Palmer's classic on VHS the way a lot of us saw it in the first place. Vampire Hookers. This is not an erotic. This is not an X-rated film, but it is a lot of fun. This is if I remember correctly, this is Ciro Santiago, and I'm in our house love Ciro Santiago, so love this. Look at this. Look at this case. Look at it. It's got a red VHS case. You gotta love that. Some of the partner label adult stuff are also on sale. We're gonna go to there in a second, man. Yeah, so we did all of the merch. All right, so let's check the V-Day sale stuff. Yeah, Kenny right here is on sale, and they said like not to expect it to be, but definitely it's like some of it is. Like that's pretty good. I mean, oh my God, not the Wishman stuff. Are you serious? Is this the one? If this is the are all the Wishman ones here? Because $29 like American for the Wishman sets. There's the one I want is I'm not sure if it's here or not, but as the is this it? It is. Yeah, this is it. It's $34.99. It's going to. So what is that in Canadian? $47.04. It's not bad though. Jeez, that was like $100 when I was in Canada. That's a really good price for that film. I'll bring back to American prices unless you guys are from the U.S. If you want to get the box for the Taboo series, that's actually not bad at all. It's a really good price for that. Thanks, by the way, Andres, for letting us know that. Alternate Instance Forbidden Letters is here on sale. The Pulse video ones I had to move because there's nudity there. And There goes my there goes my freaking money off this video. Um, Marilyn Jess stuff is here. The 4K for Dracula Sucks is here at an incredible price. Um, Saturn's Core stuff is here. That really surprises me. The Smut without Smut, I said, this wouldn't be on sale. It is. So for those that are like their adult films, the adult stuff in it, that there you go. Peakorama, like Phantasm comes again. This is not an adult film either. It's softcore, kind of like uh, Australian like softcore comedy from back in the day. It was really fun. Definitely, like that. Back when when they started taking off the restraints of censorship in Australia. If you really want to find out about that, then check out the incredible Mark Hartley documentary about exploitation. Got S World here, Fam Abji, uh, 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 Frat House, Malabama is actually a really good title. Definitely recommendation on that one right there. I thought it was one of my lights. I like that. It has a sequel there too. Its sequel is more VH, like straight to video style, as opposed to the higher budget of the original. But I definitely recommend it. I like Justine too. A bit of an odd ending for that one, but I did enjoy it. Mascara, recommend this day and night. It's such a good film. Um, if you like these type of films at all, and you want a film with a story and a bit of a heart to it, I'm not even joking on that. Then I'm gonna definitely recommend Mascara to you guys. Ruffies, Comics of Blue Power. Not really my type thing, but actually not a bad one. I still don't have Tinseltown. That's one I got to eventually get down the road. Memories within Miss Aggie is one done by Gerard Damiano. And for those unaware, once these sell out, they do sell out. That is it. Like they're not going to be coming back again. Not from Vinegar Syndrome anyway. So if you're interested in the Vinegar Syndrome editions of the Gerard Damiano stuff, a lot of it already sold out, but Memories within Miss Aggie is still available. The selection of Cindy, Terra isn't a bad one. I'm pretty sure that's Sika and Terra. Yeah, it is. So perfect. Naughty Girls Need Love 2 is actually a decent title. Confessions of a Peanut Butter Freak was definitely enjoyable. Babyface series. Alex Dorenze is pretty much one of those guys you can depend on because he goes a little bit like Jared Damiano. He doesn't say, "Okay, I'm just going to make a film and just like put people on screen." He really wants to make cinema. Bob Chin's the same way. There's a lot of really good stuff here. I'm going to take a quick look over here to see if anything's come up for the make flick sale yet, and it has, so we'll check that in a second as well before I let you guys go. But Touch of Genie is a lot of fun. It's a funny one. Um, there's something that must be at a print because I'm surprised not to see them here. The Taboo series overall, like 1 to 4, definite recommendation on those. It's a complete arc, and you don't get, for like this type of film, you don't necessarily get that. You get like a complete story arc, fall over 4 films that were all released theatrically, and that they didn't kind of change the lead actors or swap it an actor for an actor type of thing. So they're always good when it comes to that aspect of it. There's Taboo 2 and 3, which you can buy together. Blue Money is an excellent film. Strong recommendations. My better half, she's not a fan of these type of movies at all. But even she'd probably get a kick out of these Pono, Vinegar Syndrome storefront theater. They're just really weird, kind of like real reels and like short films that are done there. There's original Taboo that comes with 5 commentaries, by the way. Yes, the comics is really good. It actually has 3 films on it. I hate the cover for Trashy Lady because this is such a good film, and this cover was just doesn't like suit it. Like I say, get this one without the slipcover. I know some people are big on slipcovers, but Blue Ice does have a nice slipcover though. That's definitely a cool one right there. Let's dive over quickly to the Valentine's Day weekend sale over at Makeflix before I lose my voice. And it looks like we're getting some Some decently priced stuff here. The X Grind one's on for $14.99. The book is here for $19.99. B movies in the '90s and beyond. Jared Bookwater's book. Hear amazing things about this. Really looking forward to checking that out. We got some of the Bad Movie Police stuff. I thought these were gone into print, but I guess we still have some of these available right here. So these are a lot of fun. Basically, this is exactly what you think it is. Basic how to Halloween makeups. That's something that young me would love. Got Bloodletting on sale for $20. We got the special edition here. I think it's the DVD version of it on sale as well. Was that the $2? I guess that's just for a slipcase. Chick Boxers here. The Cult Classic Collection. We got some of the Sterling stuff. Children of Camp Blood. I'm a unabashed fan of some of those Camp Blood movies. I'm not gonna say they're good, but I'll tell you they're fun. We got stuff here like the Cloud Killer bundle. You gotta admit, like kind of the work and and just the aesthetics going into this stuff. It's amazing. Cosmic Cheerleader Girls, Cosmic Counter Girls, and Strippers from Another World double feature. Gotta love that. Dead and Rotting, actually really like that one. It's a Tempe release. Get some interesting stuff here. Some more double features here. Empire of the Apes. That's a film too. Evil Spawn is here. Not bad prices here, by the way, on a lot of these titles. Filthy Nasty series, Galaxy of Dinosaurs. I love these kind of like comic book style covers that they did with these titles here. I wish that the box set was still available. Haunting Fears here. Got Humanized from Atlantis. Hey there. My voice is going, so I will soon be. I have to apologize. I'm soon going to be going because I've been doing this for a while now, and it's after 6 a.m. here. It's almost 6:30. But there's some really, really neat stuff here. Anywho, with all that being said, enjoy the sale. Happy early Valentine's Day to all of you. Um, get yourself a cool little title from Vinegar Syndrome. Get yourself something from Makeflix. Treat yourself. Treat a loved one on this upcoming extremely cool Valentine's Day. Thank you so much for joining me here in Cult Cinema International. And there's a whole bunch of other movies, places that you haven't seen yet, but we will see them very, very soon. I want to thank you guys for joining me on this journey. And even though I've been drinking coffee, super tired. So I'll see you soon. Have a wonderful day. And remember, never feel bad about what you watch. Enjoy it.